You have to get out there and be visible. You have to have credentials. And that's something I'd like to talk about with some recent changes with the American Society of Home Inspectors. Now we have the ACI designation. Those of us that are full members that have passed the exam, we've been through the report review. We've been able to prove that we've done at least 250 home inspections. There's many of us in this room who are an ASHI certified inspector. Now that ACI, that gold seal, does everybody realize what that means and the work that's gone into that? Anybody? Okay, some of you know, but I think it needs to be made clear to, a lot of us are members and maybe don't really fully understand that. But the ACI designation now, the ASHI certified inspector, that is a credential that belongs on your curriculum vitae or resume, whatever you want to call it. That's something that no other association offers. None. Because it's a third-party credential. It's an approved credential by NCCA, and that's the National Commission for Certifying Agencies. Okay, they're also related to ICE, which is the Institute for Credentialing Excellence. These are independent third-party credentialing bodies. And to have a third party like that approve your credential is phenomenal. It's too bad. It's something I think that ASHI should get more information about to the public that they can understand. And also our members. I happen to realize what that took to get and what it means. Because anybody can say they're certified. There's associations out there that say they're certified. Well, we can all say that ourselves. It's like the used car lot down the street. They have certified used cars. Everybody seen that? What does that mean? Certified by who? Now, an independent certifying agency, that's the key thing. That's what takes time. That's what takes work. That's what takes the proof that you have a program in place that's defensible, that's credible, and that is renewable, which means that the members have to get continuing education. They need to remain relevant. And this type of a credential is renewable, which means it has to be, you have to prove that you're doing it to this certifying body all the time. Every 3 years you have to reprove it to maintain that credential. That doesn't happen when you just call it something yourself. I said, we're all certified now. I could say that, right? I could say that for our company. Okay, anybody who's come to, COA training, you're all certified. So what? What does that mean? I can do that. The key thing is to work, and have that independent certification from NCCA and ICE, which means something. And I think that's up to all of us as members to get out there and educate people more. I think that ASHI should do more, and I'm going to hound them until they do more. I've been on this with the president recently as well. So, that's something that we need to educate members, the public, and real estate agents in particular, what that means. There's a good article on the ASHI website about that. I think that makes some sense. But, it's important for us as members to understand that. Does everybody in the room really get that? How important that is? Okay, that was a big deal. That took 2 years to get. 2 years to get that of work and proving what an ASHI certified inspector means. So I think we need to really educate everyone, and we need to pound that. Look at this credential. And you know what keeps it going? Is the members getting continuing education. We all have to remain relevant. And I don't want to be that guy standing in the hallway saying, I'm mad that I have to be here to learn more, to be a better inspector. I don't want to be there. And I don't want to hear anybody in here say that to me. But that's a story, that's from years ago. That happened to me, and I still remember that as if it was yesterday. I remember what the guy looked like. I remember the hallway. I remember everything about it. It was that significant to me of, just a total antithesis to the way that I think, and I hope I never get that way. And this guy was probably, he should have known better because he was older than me at the time. So, it's very important. Education is a key thing to to exposure, getting us out there, getting more business, being relevant, being engaging. That's all important. We need to be able to talk home inspection. We have this saying at ACI, we speak house. Well, if you're going to speak house, you better know what's going on, and you better know new stuff. You better know the changes. Okay, you better know about pressurized crawl spaces. You better know about different roofing materials that are out there. You got to know what's going on, and it takes coming to this kind of stuff. I run across new stuff all the time. I'm lucky enough that I have a lot of inspectors in the field happen to know me, and they'll be in a crawl space or someplace weird. They'll be up on a roof in a crawl space, and they'll have their phone with them, and they'll take a picture of something, and they'll text it to me. Mike, what the heck is this? And I like that. You know why? Because it keeps me sharp. It keeps me, thinking. And if I know by looking at it, but if I don't, I'll find out. A lot of times I'm at my computer. I tend to live at that now. That's kind of what I do, is write, educational stuff. And I can Google it or find it, and I'll get back to it. It's kind of weird, they'll be just coming out of the crawl space and like, oh, okay. So that kind of stuff is fun. People being inquisitive and asking you questions about things. What's this? That keeps you sharp. So, at least for me, that's part of the drive for me to keep smart. To know what's going on, to come to educational events, to present at these things, and to be around and hang around and talk to people. I found it's not for me to just come and speak for an hour and then leave. Okay, see you later, bye. I prefer to stay and hang out for 3 days or so and learn more about what's going on in the local area about home inspection, because it's what I do. This is what I do for my career, and that's important. So education to me, extremely important. ACI designation, get information on what that means. I think it's very important. I think Dave Sherwood, who's very snappily dressed today, can shed some more light on that as well. But it's stuff that we need to get out there for people to understand. It's important, and education to me is a key thing. We probably spend a month a year at conferences in total time, more than most people, but mainly because we're speaking or doing something like that. When I had my business doing home inspections and commercial inspections full time, I just scheduled it. I spent 2 weeks a year at conferences. ACI and usually our state conference, and maybe some weekends at some regional ones, local ones. And I just scheduled it. I just blocked the time. I'm going to a conference. People wanted an inspection. I'm booked up for 10 days. I know, it hurts to give up the money and you think, oh, my competitor will get it and they'll always use them. No, let's be more confident, okay? They'll come back, they call back, schedule the time, do it. You'd be amazed at how much more confident you become because we've got more knowledge. I know what's going on out there. I can go to a house and pretty much know what's going to be there, what I'm going to see, how it works. So, it's a confidence factor, and then you'll believe you're worth more. So, with that, education is important. ACI is very influential regarding legislation and national licensing and so on regarding home inspectors. They don't really push it. It's not something that ACI is pushing. However, if it comes up, they're certainly going to be involved, and I think that the ACI designation and that third-party, NCCA certification credential that ACI has makes them a very credible organization representing home inspectors. I think that's important. Now, do we want to change, or does ACI want to change states that don't have licensing? I don't think so. All right, I think I went beyond at my time. So everybody have a great rest of the day, and I have a plumbing session at 4 o'clock today. Hope to see y'all. Thank you. Take care, everybody.